What if I told you that most power rankings in DC Comics get one major thing wrong? They focus on destruction, not true authority over existence itself. Because in the DC universe, power is not just about who can erase a planet or destroy a multiverse. It's about who defines reality, who exists outside it, and who is simply part of the story. So today, we're breaking down the true top 10 most powerful beings in the entire DC universe, from the lowest of the cosmic high tiers all the way to the absolute source of everything. At number 10 is True Form Darkseid. Darkseid is not just a tyrant ruling Apokolips. His true form exists beyond the physical universe, with avatars projecting into reality. This version of Darkseid represents the concept of tyranny itself. But even at this level, he is still a manifestation within the structure of existence, not above it, which is why he sits at the bottom of this god-tier list. At number 9 is Anti-Monitor. The Anti-Monitor is a multiversal destroyer capable of consuming entire universes. He played a central role in crisis-level events and represents antimatter destruction on a cosmic scale. However, despite his terrifying power, he is still a force operating within the multiverse rather than beyond its governing structure. At number 8 is Perpetua. Perpetua is one of the original architects of the DC multiverse. She helped design reality itself and operates on a creator-level scale far above most cosmic beings. However, she is still part of a larger system that ultimately limits her authority, which prevents her from reaching the absolute top. At number 7 is the Darkest Knight. A fusion of the Batman who laughs and the power of Dr. Manhattan, the Darkest Knight represents corrupted omnipotence within a multiversal framework. He can reshape reality, timelines, and entire universes, but even his power is still derived from stolen or adapted cosmic forces rather than true foundational authority. At number 6 is Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan exists beyond linear time and perceives existence as a complete structure. He can manipulate matter, time, and probability at a fundamental level. However, even he is still bound to the narrative framework of DC's multiverse, meaning he is powerful within reality, not above it. At number 5 is Mandrakk. Mandrakk, the Dark Monitor, exists as a corrupted vampire of narrative energy. He feeds on stories and realities, positioning him above most cosmic entities. He represents a metacosmic threat, but still operates within the overarching structure of the DC cosmology rather than outside it completely. At number 4 is the Spectre. The Spectre is the embodiment of divine vengeance. His power is nearly limitless when fully unleashed, capable of reshaping reality on a massive scale. However, he still acts as an instrument of a higher divine will, meaning his authority is delegated rather than absolute. At number 3 is the Endless. The Endless, dream, death, desire, destiny, despair, delirium, and destruction are fundamental aspects of existence itself. They are not gods in the traditional sense, but personifications of universal concepts. They are far above most cosmic beings, but still represent parts of existence rather than its origin. At number 2 are Michael Demiurgos and Lucifer Morningstar. These two exist as extensions of divine creation. Michael holds the raw power to create existence itself, while Lucifer holds the will to shape and define it. Together, they form a perfect balance of power and intent. However, they are still expressions of something greater, not the ultimate source. And finally, at number 1 is the Presence. The Presence is the absolute origin of everything in DC Comics. Every universe, timeline, and concept flows from this singular being. Unlike every other entry on this list, the Presence is not bound by hierarchy, scale, or limitation. He is not part of existence. He is existence itself. And this is where most debates go wrong. Fans often argue based on feats, destruction, or who has the biggest display of power. But in DC's true hierarchy, those feats mean little when compared to beings who define reality itself. Because once you reach the top, power is no longer about what you can destroy. It's about what you are allowed to exist above. So the real question is this: in a universe where concepts themselves are alive, what does it even mean to be the strongest?